One day Jesus told Peter, James and John that they are going to go up on a mountain. And Jesus used his godly powers to appear at the top to climb the hallway. No, actually Jesus didn't do that. He never revealed his holiness for selfish gain, but always for others. In fact, the presence of God in Jesus wasn't manifested in obvious ways, but it always came through prayer. So Jesus climbed the mountain with the others, but we are all going to leave Jesus on top of that mountain. Now what happens on top of the mountain is better change in everything. Jesus' own holiness is about to come shining through. We shouldn't be surprised by something happening automatically because this is how God has worked in the past. Do you remember when Moses climbed a mountain and God's presence moved past him so that Moses could experience God? Just remember when Elijah climbed the mount and experienced God by praying for fire to fall from heaven to consume enough. God likes memories and they carry a lot of symbols. So when we see Jesus, Peter, James and John on this mountain, we know that something great is going to happen. They will experience God. The first experience of God is when Jesus is transfigured. What does it mean to be transfigured? It means that he experienced metamorphosis. His clothes shone a pure white later than any clothes could be ablaze. The second experience of God was when Moses and Elijah shone. So here Peter responds without thinking anything, says to Jesus, Rabbi, it is good for us to be here. So let us put up 3 shelters. Normally Peter doesn't need tents, but Jesus does not respond to Peter's noise, neither does Moses or Elijah. The response is your third experience of God. The disciples are enveloped in a cloud, not just any cloud, but the Shekinah, glory of God. A cloud that is saturated with the presence of God, and then they experience God further. The fourth experience of God is the voice of God speaking for all to hear. This is my son whom I love. Listen to him. And then it's all over. What was the point of all this craziness? It was a picture of everything that our hearts that longed for. It was worship. This is what we come together to experience every time we come to the church. This is what we longed for. What we longed for the world to experience. And experiencing God changes, so our worship also changes. This story teaches us that worship is not about music, worship is not about belief, and worship is all about experience. The disciples experienced God, and we can experience God too because Jesus is alive.